What is up, Pyromaniacs? Stasis here. We're back in the world beyond reality, and it's been a little while since we've done an episode of this. I want to apologize for that. For those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you know when it comes to schedules, I'm almost allergic. It's the weirdest thing. You know, you've got people. I'm not a stupid person, okay? I'm not. I'm fairly intelligent. I know some of you guys are rolling your eyes, and for those of you guys, I just imagine me smacking you right between the legs with a baseball bat, okay? Yeah, that's right. Those of you, yeah. All right, once those guys recover, we'll continue on. Y'all good? All right. Well, what's going on is this job is... I'm scatterbrained, okay? So I try to do a lot of stuff at the same time, and I have a very big tendency to see something and be like, oh my god, I could do this with that. And then I do it, and then I forget that I have these other 5 things that I have to do in the background, and eventually I get to the point where I've got so many things on my plate that I'm juggling, and I drop some things. And when things get dropped, I try to catch up, and then eventually I'm playing catch up and everything kind of goes to shit. And that's kind of where we've been for the last couple months, where I get a little bit caught up and then I take a day off or I get sick or something along those lines, and then I fall behind, and then I spend like the next 3 weeks trying to get caught back up again, and then something else happens or a new game comes out or blah blah blah. Anyways, what I've done is I have currently set the February content for the moment in stone, and what it's going to be is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you guys are going to get Mad Pack 2. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you guys are going to get Beyond Reality. Sunday is going to be a wild card day, and I can spread other things out casually in between those days, but Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, you're guaranteed to get a Mad Pack 2 episode, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you're guaranteed to get a Beyond Reality episode. Once we finish those up, I do have a couple surprises. One of them is not confirmed yet, so I can't announce it. But there are some of you guys that will absolutely lose your minds if what I think is going to happen happens. So, like I said, I don't want to announce it yet. Sorry, that's so loud. I don't want to announce it yet because there's a possibility it may not happen, and it involves a lot of other people, so I need to make sure that it's a sure thing before I tell you guys, because if I tell you guys and I can't deliver, you guys will literally, like, gank me. Like, you're going to, like, tie me up on a cross and crucify me, and it's going to hurt, because I don't like being crucified. It just, you know, it's not good. It's not good. So anyways, hoping to be able to have that announcement for you guys in the next couple weeks. It just kind of depends. There's some work that has to go into it, and it's kind of complicated, but the gist of it is we will have a couple new series that we're going to try out while we're doing these. But in the meantime, you know what you're getting on what days, and just try and... I'm just going to try and keep all of that going for the month of February. Now, once we get into March, we may change things up. I may change things up midway through the month as we decide, you know, we want to do this, we do that, or we maybe beat one of these games or something along those lines. But for now, the fuck is killing the chickens? I hate these chickens, by the way. Apparently, Lem thought it would be funny to come and put, like, a whole shit ton of little baby chickens. You hear that clicking noise in the background? That's their fucking feet, dude. I hate chickens. Like, I had no problems with chickens before. Like, I liked chickens. Oh my god, are you really serious? Oh my god, the hammers. What can I make a hammer out of? I don't want to make it out of gold. I'm pretty sure I can't make it out of dark steel. I'm almost positive I can't make it out of dark steel. We will try, though, because I just want to have a damn hammer. And I don't have any iron ground up at the moment, which is going to suck. Let's see. Do we have iron? Crushed zinc, copper, tyrannite, everything else but iron everywhere. A million pieces of it. Wait. Crushed iron ore. There we go. That's 4, which will turn into 4. That's actually not enough. What about this up here? I have iron ore right here, don't I? Yep. What can I do with this? I'm pretty sure I can't grind this up, right? It can in a grindstone, but it can't be macerated. Actually, it can't be macerated. God dang it. And I can't not macerate it because, you know, then I'm just losing out on stuff, so... Alright, let's pull this out. I need to get some iron going, so we're going to put that in there. Copper ingots are doing good. We'll put you in there so you can do that stuff. All right, we're gonna get away from that for now. I'm gonna let that run for a couple minutes, and then we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so if you guys remember in the last episode, we were working on making Terrasteel. If you guys remember, Terrasteel is the botanical, or I call it botanical, but it's Botania. Where is it? Come on, wait, why can't I? Oh, it's because we're in mana manipulation. I was like, well, I want it, let me scroll. Terrasteel, right here. So Terrasteel, to make it, we need a mana diamond, we need mana steel ingots, and we need mana pearls. Now, mana pearls and mana steel ingots, those are easy. We can make those. Those are no problem. Problem is the diamonds. That's the whole reason we're making the Terra Shatterer or whatever, is because we don't have access to diamonds. It's kind of annoying. Well, we did find out a way to make diamonds, apparently out of thin air. All right, so down here you're going to see this coal ball. Now, coal ball comes from coal dust, which, shoot, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Coal dust can be made from grinding up coal, or coal ore, I believe, is how we got it. I think we macerated coal ore, I think. There's a million different ways to make this stuff. Macerate, there we go. Well, we have a bunch of coal ore, which is... Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I know I have a ton of it. Was it over here? Because we were making coal out of it. Let me sort this all alphabetically. And that apparently didn't actually sort alphabetically, which makes it so much harder. Let's just do it there. Is that alphabetical? Oh, you suck. Anyways, we made some coal dust, okay? It was one of the byproducts of some of the stuff that we were working on. So you take flint, you put it in the middle, you surround it by coal dust, and that gives you these little coal balls. So once you got these coal balls, then you compress them, and that's going to give you a compressed coal ball. Once you do that, you surround obsidian with it, and that gives you a coal chunk. And then with the coal chunk, you compress that, and that will give you an industrial diamond. Now, I believe industrial diamonds will work. Not entirely sure. So we're going to make one, and we're going to find out. Now, I'm hoping, since everything else seems to work with Greg Tech, that this will also work. And I'm going to turn the sounds off, because this is going to be rough. Either the chickens are going to drive you crazy, or the Greg Tech machines are going to drive you crazy. Okay, so iron ore clearly showed. You guys saw it. It clearly said that you could, what do you call it? You could grind it. And now it's like, nah, man, we're just playing. We're just playing, dog. Sons of bitches. All right, we're going to come up here and just smelt it then, because Honey Badger don't give a shit. All right, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that there. Pull that out. Put you in there. Put you in there. This will give us 64 fairly quickly. I'm just going to put this in here. All right. There we go. So we are going to compress some of this down. Now, I think I've got obsidian around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure that the mana steel can actually harvest it. But we don't want to make a ton of these quite yet. Because, number one, it takes a ridiculous amount of coal. We're going to have to grind coal up for days to get it. And I'd really rather make sure before we, bulk do it. So if I can find the obsidian, I know we've got some around here. There it is. We got 6. So I'm going to hold shift and pull 1. So that gives us the 1. Perfect. And from here, all we got to do is get the compressed pieces, surround this, and we'll get our coal block. Now, one of the things I did discover is this whole setup right here, I don't have enough steam actually to run all of this all the time. I can run a macerator in this. Apparently these are fairly low, but this alloy smelter up here, apparently it takes just like a ridiculous amount of steam. So I've kind of got to be careful with what machines I run, because the one up here, this little guy right here, it will continuously reset over and over and over again. And it kind of sucks, because you're just trying to, make this stuff, and it's just being a douche, man. So I kind of got to run basically one or the other, and it's annoying. Some of you guys may be wondering where I got all these heads. They're chicken heads, because I've been murdering all these little chickens. And I feel bad, too, because they're all like little baby chickens. Well, now they're adults, because I couldn't find them all. It's like no matter how many I kill, there's always like 4 or 5 more. It's driving me absolutely batshit. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and compress all of these down into, until we get enough stuff. We're going to compress the diamond, and then we're going to run upstairs. While we're waiting on that, one more thing before we cut, and we may not have to because this may take enough time. I wanted to show you guys how much mana we have on hand. Now, keep in mind, this Terrasteel stuff is supposed to take a whole mana pool. So you guys can see, we got a fairly decent, we got about a half pool here, we got about a half pool there, and then down here we've got another, I think this is about a half pool as well. Actually, it's getting a little closer to a full pool. I'm going to have some problems once that hits a full pool, because that's technically my buffer, so we're going to run into some issues there. Now, one of the things that we're going to have some problems with is blaze rods. Now, I'm not sure if there is a way to alchemize blaze powders. I was kind of hoping there would be. I don't think there is. Here is the, let me show you guys the alchemy that I'm talking about. Alchemizing with mana. Yeah, here we go. So with this, you can see all the different recipes that we got. And I was hoping that there was one to turn nether wart into blaze rods. Perfect. And if we can find some nether wart, we can turn that into a blaze rod. Now, I think I've got that thing still set up under... Yeah. See this one right here, how it's kind of funky looking? That's because I've got the alchemizing thing underneath it. I think I've shown you guys this in a previous video, maybe not. This alchemy thing, this alchemy catalyst, you place it underneath and you can transmute certain things into other things. But you have to have the, the resources to do it. So in this case, we need nether wart. And I'm not sure if it goes back and forth. Usually it does go back and forth, but it doesn't always. So if we can't back and forth this, we may be in trouble. Now, I'm pretty sure that there it is. Okay, we're just going to take one for now. Just one. Because I don't want to use more than that. And we're going to find out if this works. All right. So you can see right here we can convert dirt into something else. I don't know what, but we'll put this here. Damn it. Yeah, it's one way. That's not good. So you can see right here, it will go from a blaze rod to a nether wart, but it's not going to go from a nether wart to a blaze rod, which is really quite disappointing. Because who needs, I mean, seriously, who's ever been like, I've just got so many blaze rods around here. If I just had a little bit of nether wart, I'd just be so much happier. No, no one ever. No one has ever said that. And if you had, I hate you, okay? So we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back into the nether and like kill some blazes, and that usually ends badly for me, for those of you guys who've watched me for a while. Yeah, so let's see, how many of these do we have? We have 6, we need 2 more. We're fixing to have the 7th, and then we'll have the 8th. Now, once we get this, we'll be able to make the coal chunk, and then from there we'll be able to compress that into the industrial diamond. Now, of course, we don't know, let's see, where is it? Mana infused diamond, is that what it's called? Diamond. Yeah, I don't... Where is it? Miscellaneous natural onyx baubles, Afromancy. Maybe here? No. Basics. Yeah, let's just look it up here. Diamond. There we go. So we'll do a mana diamond. Industrial diamonds do work! Yes! Outstanding. Or at least it's the recipe's there. So if the recipe's there, usually in my experience, Greg Tech's not that big of a dick, so I'm hoping that we don't have that problem. Come on, finish. Thank you. All right, pull that out. Now we're gonna jump down here. We're gonna put the obsidian here. We're gonna surround you with compressed coal balls, which gives us a coal chunk. And then we put the coal chunk in here. Now it's still processing something. These are kind of like the original thermal expansion machines. For those of you guys who have played thermal expansion for a while, you'll remember the thermal expansion used to yank the item out, which in some instances is nice, but in the instance where you want it to stop doing what it's doing, it's kind of a pain. And as far as I know, there's no way to get that back. It also makes things kind of a pain in the ass because if you run out of steam on some of these machines, you can actually get something stuck in a loop in there because it doesn't quite have enough steam to push all the way through. So it just errors over and over and over and over again. And it can't get anywhere until you either break the machine to cancel it or you put enough steam into it to make it run, which if you don't have enough steam to do in the first place, you're probably not going to have enough to do regardless. But it's kind of annoying because I believe when you break the block, you don't get it back. Also, right here, I don't know how to get this carpet off this machine. If any of you guys know how to get this carpet off this machine, I will be your best friend, because I accidentally made a carpet when we were doing one of the runes, and I made the mistake of right-clicking it up there, and once we right-clicked it, I literally couldn't get it back. I couldn't get it off there. I mean, it was completely by accident. Completely. And I can't get it off now. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. So if any of you guys know how to do that, please let me know. All right, here we go. We're going to drop this right here. Should work. Yep. And we now have a mana diamond, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so we've got this mana diamond. Now, the way this is supposed to work, and I don't think those mana pools are close enough, honestly, to function. They may be. I don't know. We're going to try it. So apparently it's just boom, boom, boom. And that's supposed to work. And then you like punch it or some shit. And apparently that's not doing anything at all. I think it's because there's just not enough mana going into it. Let's look at it one more time. I love this. I love this thing because it's so easy to find the stuff that you need once you figure out how it works. Okay, so the full function is very much like a mana tablet, but Terra Shatter. Wait, I don't want the Terra Shatter. I want Terrasteel. There we go. All right, Terrasteel Agglomerate, blah, blah, blah. Creating the plate. After the plate is set up and ready to receive mana, tossing a single mana steel ingot, diamond, and mana pearl on top of it will begin the infusion. Picking up any of the items will halt the infusion, causing severe mana loss. The infusion uses half a mana pool total to create a single piece of sparks. A piece of Terrasteel, multiple sparks would make it go faster too. Okay, so I need to find a way to get these guys, as you can see right here, we're filling up. I need to get those guys over to there. Now, while we're doing that, we're also going to need to get some more of these diamonds going, because I need 3 of them to make, or actually I think I need 4 of them to make the Terra Shatterer, right? Let's see, Terra Shatterer, Terra Shatterer. We need, good, great googly moogly. We need 4. So we're going to need 4 of these diamonds. Now to get this, we're going to need to find some coal. I have some coal right here. To do this, we need a lot of it. I'd really rather not use the actual coal. Let's do this. We're going to do this. We're going to type in coal. There we go. Click here. Lignite coal ore. So that gives us lignite coal, which isn't going to work for us. That's the only kind we've got there. That's more lignite coal. You are a whore, sir. You are a whore. God dang it. We had some of this stuff. That's redstone, yellow, cobblestone, twilight, iron ore. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so we've actually burned all of our coal, which is quite unfortunate. Okay, so let's fix this, because I hate that. We're going to run this stuff down here, and we're going to put it in the macerator. Now, I don't know if we're going to get multiples from this. If we do and we get lucky, then we're in good shape. All right, so we're going to put you in there. Let's watch this real quick. Are you telling me you can't grind up coal? I thought you could grind up coal. So I have to actually grind it up in some other process then, don't I? Now, we had some coal ores that we got that made it kind of nice, but I think we've processed all of it to get the rest of the stuff that we were looking for. Yeah, it's not looking like we can do... Yeah, coal in a macerator right there. Okay, it's working. It's just apparently taking its sweet fucking time. Apparently grinding coal is a challenge or something. Or maybe this is just mentally challenged. I don't know. It's annoying. All right, so we're going to put these in here. Let those start doing their thing. Let's come back here, make sure this is working. Perfect. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for now. Let's head back upstairs. We're going to need 2 gold ingots. Let's see. Do I have any gold? I do. 1, 2. You know what? We're going to do... 2 should be enough. 2 should be enough. Actually, we're going to do 4. Reason I'm doing 4 is this is going to be pretty... What do you call it? The little guys don't... the little mana spreaders don't work very quickly. So I'm going to put one here and put one here. And then between these 2 shooting, we ought to be able to get a mana pool over there hopefully quick. Because we only have to get half a pool over there. Only half a pool. Only half a pool? Yeah, I realize how stupid that sounds. Okay, if I recall, it's like this and like that, right? No. Apparently not. All right, let's look it up. Mana spreader. Oh, yes, we need... I forgot the one critical component. All right, let's pull all this back out. And we're just going to grab the most common leaf, which I don't care about, which is going to be white. We don't need whites. That's racist. Maybe a little. But I'm white, so it's okay, right? No? No? Damn it. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, cycle all these out. Okay. And then we're going to bring this over here. I can turn the sound back on since we're away from the Greg Tech machines. There we go. All right. So we're going to break. We're going to break you. And we're going to break you. And we're going to break you. And then we're going to break you. Okay, those right there. And then we're going to do, what is it? Function mode, bind mode. Okay. Bam. And bam. And then bam. Bam. And then bam. Bam. And then bam. Bam. Okay, so those are all feeding into that now, I think. So we're going to put this right here, right there. Wait, those aren't on top, are they? Does it have to actually be on top? Okay. Damn it, I picked it up again. Quit it. Alright, so are they... Whoa! There it's working! Look at that, dude! Look at those ballers, man. Sucking it up, bros. You can see the little power effects going. Can't tell if this is draining or not. But you can see an effect is happening, which is kind of cool. And that's four freaking mana spreaders, dude. We may have to get a couple more. I was hoping 4 would be enough, but apparently it's not. Holy shit, dude. I just hope it doesn't take 5 minutes, because the stuff could actually despawn. And I'm hoping it won't despawn, because that's going to make me mad, dude. Because that diamond, not easy to make, bro. Not easy to make at all. And I can't pick it up, because if I pick it up, I lose all the mana that these guys are spitting like ridiculous into it. So that would be rather bummer. I can make a couple more mana spreaders, I guess. Because this right here is spitting into the center here, which is then spreading out. So I could fit a couple more on here if I had to. I'm just hoping I didn't... I was just kind of hoping I wouldn't have to. I don't know, man. Oh, God, this might take like 20 minutes. I'm not sure. All right, guys, what we're going to do is we're gonna just pause the video, and I'm going to wait till it does its thing, and then I'll show you guys. So let me make sure that I'm not missing anything before we go any further. All right, so... ingot. On top, it will begin infusion. Picking up the amount will halt the infusion, causing severe mana loss. The infusion uses half a mana pool total to create a single piece of Terrasteel. Multiple sparks would make it go faster too. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the process. So it's literally just getting the stuff over there faster. So we're gonna give it a few minutes. I'll let you guys know how long it's gonna take, and we'll pick up there. All right, so the items despawned, which really kind of annoys me. Doing a Google search for the bug that I bumped into, the mod author states, the book clearly says to use sparks. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. It says picking up any of the items will halt the infusion, causing severe mana loss. The infusion uses half a mana pool total to create a single piece of Terrasteel. Multiple sparks would make it go faster too. That doesn't say you have to use sparks. It's saying... using sparks would make it go faster. What this should say is, if you don't use multiple sparks, you will lose all of your shit, and I'm a horrible person. So, it's just nitpicky on my part. I think it should have been notified in there, but I figured there was at least a 50-50 chance that it was going to happen. It makes me mad, it sucks, but I will live with it. So, what we're going to have to do is to make sparks. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. Sparks. To make a spark, we are going to need blaze powder, which we currently do not have. So I'm going to have to go into the Nether. We're probably going to make probably 4 to 6 of these. So we're going to need a lot, but I will be doing that in the next video. So hopefully we'll get lucky, find some blazes that we can farm and get enough blaze powders to make some sparks so that we don't lose our precious industrial diamonds again. I'm a little perturbed. I'm a little perturbed. So, anyways, guys, that is going to wrap this video up. We did cover how to make the diamonds. I'm a little excited about that. The only problem we're going to have now is I'm just going to have to find a way to make enough coal to kind of counteract the issue that we're having. So once we find a way to make enough coal, we should have no problems making enough diamonds to at least make Terrasteel, which then at that point we should be able to easily go and find anything we pretty much need. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.